Hey everyone, welcome back to Frontline. Jay here with another review. Today I am reviewing Grimm Tales of Terror number 4. The title of this issue is Red World. The story is by Joe Brusha and Ralph Tedesco. It is written by Shane McKenzie with artwork by Antonio Bifulco. Alright, this story takes place, it starts off with the Grim Reaper, the Grimm Fairy Tales universe, seeing a drug dealer peddling to his clientele, and she says that she's impressed by him because they're in the same type of business, and she likes that he gives them what is causing them to be sick, while at the same time convincing them that what he's giving them is making them feel better, and that spins off into a tale of Red World. In Red World, there's been a deadly plague that has hit Earth, and like 99% of the population is either dead or near dead. And the ones that are alive are mainly the wealthy ones, and they're using their money and power to stay healthy. But to do so, they had to really isolate themselves from everyone and everything. So during these suits, they build sterilization houses and clean rooms that they dubbed them, where they can walk without the suits, but they're in constant fear of someone coming after them, and outside people who have this plague who want to get better but they haven't died yet are doing anything they can to survive. But we meet the one guy who, he and his family haven't been hit by it yet. So he goes out and he's not turned and he's walking around normal. Everyone else is like, oh my god, why is this guy doing this? He comes across a guy who's getting the containment suits. And this guy is using guns to, make sure no one touches him and gets these suits on him. He tells the guy there's nothing that he can do, but he does give the guy one suit. Now, the guy has a wife, a kid at home, and she's pregnant with another kid. The wife and the child die, and the baby is barely born as the wife is dying. And the baby is born with the same immunity that the father has. He goes to look for help and get supplies and stuff like that, and he runs across one of the rich people's houses, and the lady, is delirious from everything, and she thinks she's an angel, and she's like, oh my god, you're healthy, so you must be an angel, and you have a baby, let me see the baby, let me make sure you're real, let me touch it. And when she touches it, she grabs the baby through the gate and runs into her house, and the door is locked with security that you got scanning your face and everything. And the guy's like, give me back my baby. He climbs over it to get his baby back, and the lady's husband, it's like, you're nuts, you gotta stay in this room, don't bring that baby into the clean room, you want to do it, you stay in here, and all that. Now, while him and the baby are immune to it, they are not disease free. They are what are known as carriers. They can carry it, but they just don't get it. So while they are still contagious, she takes off the mask to see the baby, because she thinks it's a miracle baby, that it doesn't have it, and she's wrong. She gets sick, she dies. The father comes in, takes it, and decides, he poisons everyone in the house, all the rich people that are in that house, and he decides he's going to keep this house because it's not safe outside. That's the main story. Now, the backup story is the drug dealer. That's the first story that we were introduced to. Now, in the beginning, he turned away a client, and Grimm Tales of Terror, they like to tell you those two moral stories, and this one client comes back for more drugs, he gives it, and then the second client winds up killing the drug dealer, because he didn't give him the drugs in the very beginning. And that's pretty much the issue. Now, story-wise, this isn't the best Grimm fairy tale, the Grimm Tales of Terror, but I still enjoyed it because I liked this. It was kind of like Night of the Living Dead, Walking Dead, all that kind of zombies type stuff. End of the world apocalypse, post-apocalyptic world, but with the unique spin to it. And I really like that. Like, everyone was it except for this one guy or, people like him who were immune. So I really liked it. So I want to give it 4 stars. Now, the art I would have given higher, but there's this one page, it's like page 9. After the guy leaves with his baby, he's in the grocery store, and he's feeding the baby, and you can clearly see that it's white substance inside, and the baby is a perfectly healthy baby. Then they go from the father's point of view, and you see that the baby is completely broke out with the red, the disease that everyone else has, and eyes bulging, blood coming out of everywhere, and he's feeding it blood. And then it goes back, and you see that it's a healthy baby. And you're not sure, is it because the guy is crazy and he's seeing this? And I don't think that was ever explained in the story or in the art. So that's why I'm going to give the art 4 stars also. Now, overall, I'm giving it 4 stars, and I'm going to still recommend this because it is a great tale. It's a great story, and I really love Grimm Tales of Terror. There is something great about this series. It brings back the thrill of Tales from the Crypt, the Twilight Zone, Creep Show, and all those type of shows like that. Because when I read this, I feel like I'm a kid again watching the shows that my parents told me, oh, you can't watch that, you'll have nightmares. And I just get that thrill of reading them. So, once again, overall 4 stars, and I highly recommend you picking up Grimm Tales of Terror, issue number 4, Red World. Well, those are my thoughts. Now I want to know what yours are in the comments below. Also, like this video, subscribe to Comic Frontline, check out and subscribe to my channel, The Comic Book Theater. Check out Comic Frontline, the site, for all the latest previews, reviews, news, and interviews. For even more news on all things related to comics, comicrelated.com is your source for all your comic book needs with daily updates. And don't forget to like and follow me and Comic Frontline on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. I'll include all these links in the description below. Until then, I'll catch you in the next review.